Here in Poland, today, May 31st, 2025, everyone is waiting to see what will happen. Tomorrow, people in Poland will vote in the final round for their new president. More than 29 million Polish people will choose where our country goes for the next 5 important years. The choice is very clear. The two people running have very different ideas for Poland. The latest polls show that people are almost evenly split. There's only a tiny difference, just 1%, between the two candidates. Poland is at a big turning point. What people decide on Sunday will affect our country for a long, long time. Rafał Trzaskowski strongly believes Poland should keep working closely with the European Union. He supports new ideas for society, like making it easier to get an abortion and giving more rights to LGBTQ+ people. On the other hand, Nawrocki has ideas based on old-fashioned values. He is also not so sure about the European Union. People who support Nawrocki like that, he promises to protect traditional Polish ways and what's best for our country. Choosing between these two will decide if Poland works more with Europe or focuses more on being independent and on its own. Nawrocki, becoming important in Polish politics, has caused some trouble. His rise to prominence has not been without controversy, and many are questioning his methods and connections. People say he took over an apartment in a way that wasn't right, raising concerns about his integrity and ethics. This incident has sparked a debate about the transparency and fairness of his actions, and that he knows people who are in gangs. These alleged connections to criminal elements have only added to the scrutiny he faces, with many wondering about the true nature of his alliances. Even with these problems, the main people who vote for Nawrocki still support him. His base remains loyal, believing in his vision and promises for the future. His message of Poland first is very popular with voters who like old-fashioned values. This slogan resonates deeply with those who prioritize national pride and traditional values. It gets more complicated because many people who used to support Sławomir Mencen, who wants Poland to be very independent, are now deciding what to do. These voters are at a crossroads, trying to determine the best path forward for their country. Mencen told his supporters to vote how they think is best. This open-ended advice has left many of his followers uncertain as they weigh their options in this critical election. This means he can make different choices in politics later on. By not committing his supporters to a single candidate, Mencen keeps his political strategy flexible for future maneuvers. Their decision could change who wins this very close election. The outcome hinges on these pivotal votes, making every decision crucial in this tightly contested race. How women vote in this election for president is expected to be very, very important. Important things for them are balancing work and family, having enough money, and feeling good about their jobs. The rules about having babies are a big issue that gets people talking because Poland has some of the toughest abortion laws in Europe. Rafał Trzaskowski wants to make the abortion laws less strict. Many people who worry about the current rules like this idea. His new ideas are very different from Nawrocki's old-fashioned views. The mobilization of women voters could be the deciding factor in this election. People in other countries are watching Poland's election for president very closely. This election is not just a local event, it has captured the attention of the global community. The outcome could influence international relations and policies, making it a significant event on the world stage. Nawrocki has received support from important people like Donald Trump and Viktor Orban. These endorsements are not just symbolic, they represent a shared vision and political alignment that transcends national borders. Nawrocki's connections with these influential figures suggest a potential shift in Poland's foreign policy and its role in global politics. This support makes Nawrocki seem like part of a bigger group around the world that questions the usual modern ideas. These leaders often challenge the status quo, advocating for changes that could reshape the political landscape. Their collective influence is a force to be reckoned with, and Nawrocki's alignment with them could signal a new direction for Poland. Gap 2S. It's also a worry that TikTok might be showing more videos from groups with very strong right-wing ideas because of how its computer programs work. The algorithms can create echo chambers, amplifying certain viewpoints while silencing others. This can lead to a skewed perception of reality, influencing public opinion in subtle yet powerful ways. This makes things even more complicated. The digital age has introduced new challenges to the political landscape, where information can be manipulated and spread rapidly. Voters must navigate this complex environment, discerning fact from fiction, and making informed decisions amidst a barrage of information. These things from outside Poland show how our elections here are connected to bigger things happening between countries all over the world. The interconnectedness of today's world means that local events can have far-reaching consequences. Poland's election is a microcosm of larger geopolitical dynamics, reflecting broader trends and tensions. People in Poland have to think about what their candidates want, and also about these big power games between countries. The stakes are high, and the choices made at the ballot box will resonate beyond Poland's borders. Voters must consider not only domestic issues but also the international implications of their decisions. What happens in Poland's election tomorrow will affect Europe and other places too. The stakes are incredibly high, not just for Poland, but for the entire European Union. This election is a pivotal moment that could reshape the political landscape of Europe. If Rafał Trzaskowski wins, leaders in Brussels would probably be happy. His victory would signal a continuation of Poland's efforts to maintain a strong and cooperative relationship with the European Union. This could lead to more collaborative projects and a unified stance on various issues. It would mean Poland keeps trying to have a good relationship with the EU. This could also mean more stability and predictability in European politics, which is something many leaders are hoping for. But if Nawrocki wins, there might be more arguments with the EU, and Poland might challenge the EU more. His leadership could bring about a more nationalist approach, potentially leading to conflicts over policies and regulations. Poland's election shows what's happening in politics in many parts of Europe. It's a reflection of the broader political trends and tensions that are emerging across the continent. The choice Polish voters make will say a lot about what kind of country they want Poland to be. It will indicate whether they prefer a more integrated Europe or a more independent national stance. As the time when we can't talk about the election anymore gets closer, Europe is watching. The anticipation is palpable, and the outcome will be closely scrutinized by political analysts and leaders alike. They know Poland's choice will be important for many years. This election is more than just a national event. It's a significant moment that will influence the future direction of Europe as a whole.